Whoosh! Here comes a Sigma female swooping into your life like a stealthy ninja. Today, we're exploring an intriguing archetype that's often overlooked, the Sigma female. These women are a fascinating blend of independence, introversion, and mystery, not quite fitting into the boxes society likes to create. Think of them like a rare bird, a species that doesn't flock, but still soars high. These are the women who dance to the beat of their own drum, who carve their paths and live by their own rules. They're not your typical social butterflies, but they're not wallflowers either. Let's put it this way. Picture a super spy like James Bond. But instead of the flashy suits and shaken martinis, you have a woman who prefers solitude and introspection, who values her independence more than the limelight. Intriguing, isn't it? That, my friends, is the Sigma female. Men, you might feel like you've landed on Mars when dealing with a Sigma female, and you're not entirely wrong. Now let's dive into the fascinating world of Sigma females and their unique approach to men. Imagine you're in an episode of Friends, but with a twist. You're Ross, and instead of Rachel, you're trying to woo a Sigma female. Let's call her Siggy. Siggy won't be swooning over your paleontology jokes. Instead, she'll challenge you with her knowledge about the age of dinosaurs or the latest theories of evolution. Yep, that's a Sigma female for you, always keeping you on your toes with her intelligence and wit. But here's the catch. Siggy won't be sitting by the phone waiting for your call. She's busy, not playing hard to get, but genuinely immersed in her world of hobbies, interests, and her personal growth. A Sigma female is self-sufficient and values her independence. She doesn't need a man to complete her, but rather to complement her. A bit like a cherry on top of a sundae, nice to have, but the sundae is just as delicious without it. Now let's move on to the sitcom, The Big Bang Theory. Imagine you're Leonard, and Penny is a Sigma female. She won't be impressed by your scientific accolades. Instead, she'll engage you in deep philosophical conversations about the mysteries of the universe. And don't expect her to laugh at every joke. She has a discerning sense of humor and appreciates wit and sarcasm over slapstick comedy. In essence, interacting with a Sigma female is like navigating a maze. It's challenging, exciting, and you never quite know what's around the next corner. It's not for the faint-hearted, but for those who appreciate a good mental workout. It's an adventure like no other. So guys, brace yourselves. Dealing with a Sigma female is like playing chess blindfolded. Sigma females don't just attract men, they bewitch them. And no, they don't use love potions. Imagine being drawn to a mysterious book in a library. You have no clue what it's about, but something about its unassuming cover and the way it sits quietly on the shelf, away from the bestsellers, intrigues you. That's a Sigma female for you. They're not the loudest or the most flamboyant in the room, but there's an undeniable allure about them that's hard to resist. Their charm lies in their individualism. Sigma females are like lone wolves, perfectly content with their own company. They're not anti-social, just selectively social. It's like they have this exclusive club, and if you're lucky enough, you might just get an invite. But remember, no gate crashing allowed. Then there's their intellect. Sigma females have a mind that's as sharp as a samurai sword, slicing through superficiality and trivialities. They engage in deep, meaningful conversations that make you question, ponder, and often leave you yearning for more. It's like being on a never-ending intellectual roller coaster ride, with thrilling highs and contemplative lows. Their mysterious nature is the cherry on top. You can try to unravel the enigma that is a Sigma female, but just when you think you've figured her out, she'll surprise you. It's like trying to catch a shadow or nailing jelly to a wall. Nearly impossible, but oh so captivating. And let's not forget their uncanny ability to be self-sufficient. Sigma females are like those all-in-one Swiss Army knives, capable of handling any situation on their own. This independence is not just attractive, but also incredibly inspiring. So you see, Sigma females are like that secret ingredient that adds an extra zing to the recipe. They're different, intriguing, and undeniably charming. But they're not for everyone. They're for those who appreciate depth, who love a good mystery, and who aren't intimidated by a woman who can stand on her own 2 feet. They're like the human version of a Rubik's Cube, endlessly fascinating and a tad frustrating. Sigma females, aliens in disguise or just misunderstood mortals? Let's debunk some myths. Now, we've all heard the whispers, the rumors, and the downright outrageous tales about our Sigma sisters. So, let's dive right in and separate fact from fiction, shall we? Myth number 1. Sigma females are emotionless. This is as believable as a kangaroo running a marathon. Yes, Sigma females may not wear their hearts on their sleeves like a tacky Christmas sweater, but that doesn't mean they lack emotions. They simply choose to process their feelings internally, like an introverted poet penning a sonnet in solitude. On to myth number 2, Sigma females don't like people. Now this one is as laughable as a platypus playing a piano. The truth is, Sigma females value deep, meaningful connections over shallow, surface-level interactions. They're not antisocial, they're selectively social. It's quality over quantity, folks. The third myth we're tackling: Sigma females can't be leaders. This one is as ludicrous as a koala hosting a cooking show. Sigma females are naturally independent and resourceful, often seeing solutions where others only see problems. They may not crave the spotlight, but when push comes to shove, they can lead with a quiet strength that can move mountains. And finally, myth number 4. Sigma females are cold and unapproachable. This myth is as absurd as a wombat winning a dance-off. Sure, Sigma females may not be the life of the party, but that doesn't mean they're icy or aloof. They simply prefer meaningful one-on-one conversations over small talk. They're like a good book. It takes time to get to know them, but once you do, it's totally worth it. So the next time you hear someone say Sigma females are emotionless robots, remember they are as human as a meat pie. Ever wondered how to win over a Sigma female? Here's a hint: you won't find the answer in a cheesy rom-com. Let's dive straight into the art of understanding and embracing the Sigma female. Now remember folks, this isn't a how-to guide on taming, but rather a how-to-appreciate guide. And trust me, Sigma females are worth appreciating. Firstly, keep in mind that Sigma females are fiercely independent. They're the lone wolves, the wanderers, the ones who are perfectly comfortable in their own company. So, tip number 1, respect their independence. If they want to spend Friday night curled up with a good book instead of hitting the town, that's not an invitation for you to rescue them from their solitude. It's simply them being themselves. Now on to tip number 2, understand their unique traits. Sigma females aren't your run-of-the-mill characters. They're complex, they're enigmatic, and they're intriguing. So don't try to fit them into a box or a stereotype. They won't appreciate it. And honestly, you'll be doing yourself a disservice. Embrace their quirks and eccentricities. Get to know them on their terms. And here's a bonus tip, just for good measure. Have a sense of humor. No, I don't mean cracking knock-knock jokes or reciting a string of one-liners. I mean appreciating the subtle humor in life's absurdities. Sigma females have a knack for seeing the world from a unique perspective, and they appreciate others who can do the same. Here's a little joke to lighten the mood. Why don't Sigma females play hide and seek? Because good luck finding them. All right, I'll admit that was a bit of a dad joke. But it's true, isn't it? In conclusion, embracing the Sigma female is about understanding and appreciating their unique traits, respecting their independence, and having a good laugh along the way. It's not about changing them, but rather about changing your perspective. Remember, you're not taming a wild animal, just appreciating a rare breed. Sigma females are not just a concept. They're real, they're out there, and they're awesome. These ladies are a refreshing break from the norm, a unique blend of independence, intelligence, and subtle charm. They don't seek the spotlight, but they certainly deserve it. In understanding them, we unlock a world of fascinating personas, each more captivating than the last. We learn that they're not just the quiet ones in the corner. They're the thinkers, the observers, the ones who see the world from a unique angle. And that's something worth celebrating, wouldn't you agree? So let's raise a virtual toast to Sigma females. Here's to their quiet strength, to their undeniable charm, to their ability to keep us on our toes. Now go forth, share your Sigma female encounters in the comments, and hit subscribe for more insights into the enigmatic world of Sigma females. Remember, they're more than just a mystery to solve. They're a story to be told.